welcome back to Satisfactory. We got episode 21 today. Should be a fun one. Here's what I'm thinking. First, I want to get the rifle, especially because over there's a lot of bad guys. So I want to unlock the rifle, so we're going to run over to the oil area, and I'm going to try to get some smokeless powder. I think that's the last thing I need for that. So we're going to get some smokeless powder for the rifle. Hopefully we can get the rifle then. While we're over there, I'm going to show everybody the setup. So I did kind of start the setup of our power plant over there, which will give us almost unlimited power. I kind of got a cool idea that I want to do for the thumbnail once we actually do that. I don't know if we're going to get to that today because today I really want to get to the trains. So I'm thinking what we're going to do is we're going to set up like a little model train just as a, this is how it works, and then once I figure out how it works, then I'll set up like the whole big thing. I don't quite know where I want to put it. I'm thinking, all these wires, I'm thinking if I put it kind of like right there, I could have like a big train depot right there. That way I can transfer stuff to there if I needed to, and then I can bring stuff up in a supply line kind of like right there to our supplies. And then I'm still going to get this running all along there into here is kind of the big picture that I'm going for. Otherwise, I was thinking, you know, I could have the train station up there. I could knock down some trees and have the train station up there. It's just that would be kind of like a whole separate depot from where my main supplies are here, and I kind of want to run everything through here, which is, you know, we're getting pretty busy. But and I guess the other thought with that would be I could have the train run over to here. Even if it was like right there, like that's a nice flat area. We could have like a train depot right there. But then I'd have to run the train back that way, which I haven't really planned for. So I don't know yet. I'm thinking up here is going to be just, I've already kind of plotted the route for the train, but we'll see. I want to make sure mechanically I know how to do it, and then we'll get that set up. So rifle, train, and then if we got time, we'll set up some more power. So let's it's so fun every time. Let's go get that kind of set up. Yeah, you can kind of see the train. I'm going to have it right there. It's going to go up through there. It's going to go there, around there, and then I think that way and over. Oh, hold on. I'm going off course. I was too busy talking. This water looks deep over here. This ain't gonna kill me, is it? Let's see if I can get a little boosty boost. Okay, it's letting us swim. Very nice. I wonder if they're gonna have like a DLC where they open up more of the map, or there's like new resources or something. That'd all be... Oh, there's a big old bees thing there. That'd all be kind of cool. Oh, there's another one there. Yeah, so we need that rifle. I know we can sneak up on these guys now. I'm a little better at it, but yeah, a lot of baddies over here. Let me just skip all these guys. There's gonna be like a million bees following me. Let me throw. Man, it's definitely way easier when you fly over here right away. Oh, got stuck. But yeah, I want to clear that out, right? Because I want to have this whole area to build. Obviously, I don't think we're gonna need it. I think like out to here would be fine. Like where that hill is, we could have the train depot there. But again, I don't want to shortchange it in case there's just like a ton of oil stuff that we need to do. Also, while we're here, and I keep forgetting, let's put... Yeah. All right, now I gotta remember how to do this. Yep, there it is. These are so fun. Ah, boo. All right, hold on. Maybe it needs a double charge. Oh, God. It's a good sneeze right there. Oh, buddy. Oh, yeah, look at that. This rock's pretty sturdy. Good thing I can make a bunch of these. Let's overdo it a bit, shall we? Go. What? Just like a super rock or what? See about that. Maybe I need like a... That one didn't go very far, did it? Oh yeah, what were they saying? I can like... Oh, look at that. I forgot who the... I forgot who the comment was. But yeah, you can definitely wind up and chuck those bad boys. Look at this rock. This rock is a big old pain in the butt. There we go. We got a little summer sloop here. I don't want to reload. Very nice, very nice. This will all go away.
The voiceless effigy creates bodies in their waves, but does not notice the shore. Is our melody not beautiful?
Detecting abnormal brainwave activity again. Activating artificial brainwave resonator.
Your shallow song has no rhythm. The river erodes our temples without prayers and washes away our scripture without deepening. Consume.
I believe this is one of those moments where the scientist would yell, Eureka! But that seems entirely too dramatic. It seems they are somehow organically emulating human speech. Fascinating. Continue exposing yourself to alien artifacts.
That's awesome. All right. So we've got the oil thing over here. This is right. This was the other pure one. I got kind of the initial setup going. So I got the pipe going into one of these big old buffers, which is all full now. And then we can get 4 of these running. So from the maths, we can get 4 of these running. And then that'll make us 40 fuel per minute, which makes us 160. So then we can turn that 160 into however, I don't remember how many it is now. I did have the math. I didn't write it all down. But if we go here, right, we can plop stuff in here. We're going to run these along the wall. Have these run into them, and I think that'll work out well. And then I'm going to put up a little thing right here. So all of our power will run back here, and then we actually have these power lines, which are super cool. So you can connect the power line there, and then you can run the top power line up to more, power lines. But these will actually go a much farther distance than the other things. So they're pretty cool, right? So the top part is just to run them to more power lines, and then you have like a little connector here. So when you want to run power somewhere, you can just connect it off of there. So very, very, very cool. I forgot. I think when I did the math, I think I might have said it before. I don't remember. But I'll get 2,000 megawatts out of there. Like right here, I'm getting 500. Yeah, so I think I can set up 8 off of what I have set up right now, if I did the math again. Yeah, we'll get that set up. I had it all planned out, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So now, before we go anywhere, I want to concentrate on this rifle for a second. So let's see, which one of these is producing... So that's heavy oil residue and plastic. So if I switch that over, that should just make me... here. It should just, like, switch it around. So now I can make black powder. Yep, so I should just be able to put this in there. Oh, it needs heavy oil residue. Never mind. Okay. Back to there. So that should be this one. So this one's making fuel. Alright, so, well, I don't need it to come out of there. I'll just grab it. So if I switch this one to smokeless powder, there we go. Now once we get, once we get enough fuel, it should make us some smokeless powder. And I think I need like 50 of them. So we'll let that run for a minute. I should have just set that up and then showed everybody the power workshop, I guess. That would have been a more efficient way to do it, my fault. You'll see when we fly back, I put that dangerously close to right there. So I almost get decapitated every time I do it, which makes it more fun. All right, I got a bunch of smokeless powder. I think that should be plenty. Hopefully I switched that back over. Now, let's go see if we can get this rifle. Then we can unlock the train. I am pretty pumped for that. Oh, here we go. This one seems a little bit more inconsistent compared to the other one. Yeah, I would have made that. Like, sometimes it doesn't feel as, like, the same. I've gotten pretty good at it, but sometimes it's a little more inconsistent than this one. This one always seems to get me in the same spot. Anyways, probably some, I gotta maybe not just push buttons at all and see where it takes me. Sometimes I like push forward on that one just because it's a little smaller. Anyways, let's head on down here and see what we can do. So this should unlock the rifle. What do I need? I do need 100 motors for the rifle. I knew there was something else that I was needing. I have been making motors. They just they go so fast because man, I'm already gonna need a bunch for I'm gonna need a bunch for the train. I don't want to do another cut when I'm just making motors. Hopefully I got enough. Hopefully I planned ahead a little bit. They take a while to make because of all the stuff that goes into them. But I really want this rifle to clear some of that crap out because I'm getting tired of shooting other stuff. Hopefully this is better. Yeah. Is it here?
Rifle and rifle ammo unlocked. A long-range weapon and rapid-fire ammunition, only to be used for the defense or acquisition of fixed property. Conveniently, this includes everything of value on this planet.
That's awesome. Alright, we got a rifle. Now, where is rifle ammo? Okay. It's a good thing we made a bunch of that smokeless powder. Actually, I don't know. How much of this stuff am I... Well, let's see what a stack is. What's a stack? What else does it take? Copper sheets? Okay, yeah, we got a million of those. I'm guessing you blast through the rifle ammo a little faster, being that you can put it in such a large stack. We'll see what the max stack is, and then we'll stop and we'll shoot a couple rounds off. 500, okay. Alright, so... pretty pumped for this. Yes. Alright, little target practice. By the way, one of my little doggos ran away, which makes me sad. I don't know where he's at. I've tried finding him, but he's probably stuck in something somewhere around here like last time, so eventually I'll find him, but... Alright. So, here's a little rifle demonstration. Okay, or not. I guess you don't... Is there not an aim button? That is quite steady. It's kind of weird there's not a... I guess there's no... Yeah, it's not a scope on it or anything, so it's kind of just a... You know, it's not a combat game. I get it, I get it. Nope, okay, I'm below 500, so we're good. Alright, well, we can play around with this thing, then. Let's see. Do I want to keep this on me just in case it really sucks? I got a lot of crap on me already. Well, we'll give it a whirl. We'll give it a whirl. We'll put our, if it's real bad, we can make do for a little bit at least. So we can put that away and that away for now. Alright. The other thing is, like, this gets different kinds of ammo, too, which, I don't think we're gonna unlock right now. I think we need packaged materials. Yeah, we do. So, that is fine. Alright. We can get explosive rebar, too, so maybe I'll keep the rebar gun as once we get an extra hand slot. Okay. I think it is train time indeed. As long as I have enough of these. Just barely. Alright, train technology, here we go.
Milestone reached. Trains are excellent for efficiently moving vast quantities of parts. Train logistics can be made more precise and complex with tools found in the railway signaling milestone. I listen to all my pioneers, often when they're not even aware of it. So due to popular demand, I have added a motivational message. Choo choo mother.
Yeah, this game's so awesome. All right, railway signaling. I think we're just gonna set up like one for now and see if that kind of gets the job done enough. But yeah, let's go. Let's go play around with this. Ooh, I'm assuming I make everything here. Yeah, okay. So we've got the locomotive, the freight cars. Oh, we better bring engines, or not engines. We're gonna need motors for that. I'm gonna have to grab plastics. Okay, looks like we got most of the stuff except the, oop, except the motors, and we'll grab some plastic. Just grab what we got for now. Am I done making? Oh man, they go so fast. Let me see if I have any more. I'm got a lot of stuff going. Okay, I can make another 50. Let's do that, 'cause I know we're gonna need them. All that stuff should be humming while we're doing stuff here. Okay. All right, so let's see. Make sure we got enough of everything here. So that'll make us a locomotive. We're gonna need 2 of them. Might have to bring maybe some more encased beams. Oh, and I gotta go grab some plastic. Yeah, let's grab. All right, so let's grab a stack of that, a stack of that. Grab some plastic. There we go. I did bring some over. That'll be definitely one of the main things the train's transporting. And yeah, I kind of like this spot right here. I feel like we could maybe just have a big old train station right here, and then it'll kind of sweep around the back, go up that way. But for right now, let's set up our little model. I'm gonna use, kind of like I did last time, I'm gonna use this power line, and this is kind of a flat area. So let's, I guess, get started. So what do we need to start with? Probably a couple train stations? Let's see. So it looks like that's gonna kind of want to go that way. Oh man, I need like a bigger view here. Oh, this thing's freaking huge, actually, isn't it? That would be one thing I wouldn't mind, is if you had like almost like a third-person view. This gets pretty hard to control. All right, so that would be like our train station. Yeah, so that part's pretty easy. And then I think we're gonna need, I should put all these on a hot thing, but, so I can put a buffer stop there, right? Because the train would come here, it should stop. So then on the way here, I know it said we had to set up like platforms. So do those connect here? Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, so that's where we would load stuff. Okay, it's all making sense. Oh, that's super cool. And then we would have also a fluid platform, which again, I don't think we're gonna do any fluid cars for right now. That's definitely something I'm gonna put it in like this, but it's definitely something we can add. Dude, look at this. This is cool. I don't know what that means. Odin, what's that mean? Let's see. He's the man. He knows all that. But that seems like that's something that he might even know offhand. Okay. So then what we would do is connect. Yep. Okay. So railway. Oh, look at this. Okay. Well, this isn't as expensive as I thought. Okay. So like even coming out to here, like that's like 5 steel beams. We got plenty of steel beams. It does kind of go up a little bit, which is nice. I think the hard part is, okay, so too long. The hard part's gonna be Yeah, that looks pretty cool. The hard part's gonna be getting... What was I gonna say? Getting the... I'm just gonna do... Getting the, like, the railway set up along that whole path. And then let's just do, like, another train station here. So that would have to go this way, right? It should. And then connect there? You gonna connect for me? Wait, am I missing stuff? Oh, crap, I am. Yeah, this thing's huge and super cool looking. That's gonna look really cool by the space elevator. I think we'll have enough room. We'll probably get a good chunk of it set up, at least this area over here. Is stuff gonna go that way? I guess that's fine. I'd prefer it goes that way. Well, I mean, if it does go that way, and it's, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Let's just get our test run going here first. Capper. Nope. Do I have enough of them? I'm gonna grab one more. Anything else I'm using a bunch of? Yeah, everything else should be fine, I think. And the other thing I gotta test is power-wise. So where does the power go? Oh, right there, huh? So let's put a little juice on there. Okay, so yep, that's it. Do these all need power too? Oh no, I don't think so. I think as long as that's... I think as long as the station's hooked up, that's fine. It's actually pretty smooth right there. That's kind of cool. I like how it just kind of like went up for me. So what do we want to do? We want to make a connector bit. Maybe I need to... Is it not going to connect right to that? I don't think so. Okay, that's fine. I'll just put it out here a little ways. Maybe... All these rocks and stuff are kind of annoying. Yeah, let's just put it like right there. And we'll see if we can connect our rails. I don't know what those do. Oh yeah, this might be... Turns too sharply. Ooh, I do like that. At least that it tells you... at least it tells you if it's like too sharp. So that's kind of nice. Alright, let's just fix this up here. So, note to self, we'll put the train... Oh god. Put the train station down kind of first. Let's just... It doesn't... I don't really need it to go all the way up there. How close am I? Yeah, this is fine. This is fine for the test. And then put some railway there between them. What was that? Is that the... Oh, I think that's telling, that's like the signaling, okay? I think we're just gonna do one for now. Just to see if it works. Once we get that down, then we'll, maybe we'll try to make it better. So if that one's powered over there... Yep, so this one is powered. So then when we... So theoretically then... Anything, what would take power? So I should be able to connect you to you. There we go. Very nice. The Rotterdam. So that does, in fact, work. So we shouldn't need the big old power lines to go from, like, spot to spot. So that is cool. Let's see... What is these? Is this just like... Oh, yeah. It's just, like, empty platform. if we wanted to extend the platform. So that's cool. I like that. And then there's just regular platform here if you want just the bottom of it. Okay, cool. All right, now the fun part. So we should... How do we determine, like, where this goes and what it does? I guess that's there. So we want that there. And then let's say we're gonna hook up 2 freight cars to it. Ooh. Definitely need some space. Hold on here. If we do... I wonder if I'm gonna have to space them out. See, that's why... This is definitely why I wanted to, like, test stuff out. So then we can kind of see the base mechanics behind everything. Like, let's say I do 2 cars. Do you have to configure these? So I think they'll just take... these haul quite a bit of crap, too. I think they'll just take what you want them to take. So let's say... outgoing transfer rate... Fluid... Oh, that's cool. Mountain storage. So let's say this is going to be an unload station, right? So you can do load or unload. So let's say we're going to unload stuff, and I want to put in, like, this stuff. We're just going to run a little test here. Aw, cool. Break. Oh, this is so cool. Boop. Nice. Open train menu. Manual driving. Edit timetable. Ooh. Okay, so how do I get... Alright, well, that's the name. Turn on self-driving. Locomotive has no timetable. Status. Okay. Save. Oh, man. Next stop is unreachable. Why is that? Do I gotta get out? Why would the station be unreachable? Let's see. Okay. Alright, so it should just kind of go back and forth this way. Why would it be unreachable? What if I got, like, stuff too close together? Switch intersection path, no. Okay. So we'd go there next, then back to there. Okay. I feel like we have it set up. Now I'm not sure why it's not, wonder if I have stuff that's, like, just too close together. Yeah, so we want... And that'd be fine, but I wouldn't be able to get my second... So, like, my second car wouldn't be able to get up to there. So I guess we could leave that for, like, fluids and whatnot. Or I could just move this up a little bit so that both cars can get to that. It is quite interesting. All right, well, I mean, I think we got it up and running. Now I just got to figure out why, or do I need, I don't need an engine on both sides, do I? That would be weird. Yeah, okay, so I don't think the engine things is what's doing it. Well, I guess we can check. Let's see. Not that. Make stop unreachable. Okay. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to figure that part out. But I feel pretty good, at least, about getting the station set up. So let's take this down, and let's... Oh, wait. We gotta... Alright, yeah, we're gonna... I think I'm gonna have to play around with this a little bit. Do that. That would normally load up then, right? Huh. Because that... I think that's in the right area. There's no power line to it. Alright, well... I don't know if I want to move on before I figure this out or not. Maybe let me do a... Let's do a cut quick. I feel like it's set up okay. Let me play around with it a second, just to see if I can get a better idea of what's going on, and then we'll bring everybody back. Alright, I think I got her. So I added an engine to the other side. That way it kind of goes like both directions. But when you put up the... I think this is what was getting me. When I was putting up the train station, you actually want the train to come from that direction, which makes sense. So, like, I would want the train to come from my left in this case. So I think that's what was messing it up. And then it'll kind of automatically dock, so I threw something in there. Let's see. Boop, boop. I kind of wanted to show the docking parts. I guess it didn't go through the animation on that one, which is kind of weird. Yeah, so it'll go back and forth, and then let's just throw a couple things in here. It should then load stuff up here. Very nice, very nice. There we go. So yeah, it does this cool little animation where it'll actually, like, put the box on the car. And then if we had a fluid one, like, I might do it this way. That way, if we do decide we want to transport fluids, it's already, like, ready to go. And then we can always, like, add stuff. So if we wanted to add a car plus maybe a second one of these, I think that would work out pretty well. So now, you can see all my stuff. It starts moving. All my stuff is, yep, now in there. All right, I think I got it. Let's get started with some train stuff here. Hold on. Stops. Ooh, might just have to cut the power here. Alright, stop moving. There we go. Oh, it's just gonna go. Wow! That's cool. And then like so you can like click on it and then it like goes back on. I did find that out because I definitely derailed it once when I wasn't paying attention. I didn't have a buffer stop on the end. All right, let's go get some trains set up. I am pretty pumped for this. I think we'll do the basic setup by our base. If we can just kind of get that set up, I think that would be cool. And then I'll probably do a cut and like run it through the woods and all that. And then once we get the cut and then we come back, it should hopefully be set up and maybe we can go on like a train ride. I think that'll be fun. Oh, we got a lot of stuff to set up though, holy cow. Cause yeah, if we set up our train station here, like I think it could come right up to here. We'll have the tracks kind of go around back there, leading up into there. I think is kind of my plan. I don't know how much curve we've got to allow for it. Let's, I guess let's give her a go. All right, so here we go. So we're gonna want a train station here. Where do we want to put it? Is that gonna give us enough room? You know, it kind of locks us out right there. We're gonna have to make a little path we can go in our Explorer next to it. Maybe down this way. Take out a couple of those trees. That might work. Okay, so we need a buffer stop here. What'd they call it? Okay, I know they have like some random different names, which I think is kind of cool. And then we'll set it up for a freight platform. And we will set up a... Should we just do 2 freights right now? And then we can do fluid later. Let's just do fluid now. I don't think we're gonna... Ooh, hold on. Where did I have these come out from? So those are coming out that side, which I kind of like. Yeah. Because then I can get them to go right up here into where our stuff's gonna be. So let's do that. Got some fluid stuff here. Should just be able to rotate it. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So our train should come in here. Ooh, yeah, I got a feeling I'm gonna have to make it go around this way. Just no biggie. Maybe down there. Let's just see if I can get it to a certain point. And then I'll probably have to go grab some more materials. Okay, so this isn't as bad as I was thinking. You're gonna snap for me there? There we go. So where does the curve... Oh, you know what? It's saying that's gonna work. Track's too long. Ooh. Look like down there. Yeah, let's just do it this way. I wonder if there's a... Yeah, it kind of just curves on its own. I don't think I really have a choice of how I'm going to get it to go. Which kind of stinks, because I kind of want this to just be a little straighter. Because I don't want it to go over stuff like that. Maybe... let's see. A creature is in the way. What is in the way? Oh god, stupid bird. Yeah, here. If we have it just like there. Yeah, I think that'll do the trick. Yeah, I might have to put this on my hotbar. It's just gonna be easier that way. And then, oh man, if I could get it to come around here. That's such a big curve, though. Does it just go through the ground there? I don't like that. All right, let's just go down here. I think this will be fine. Bring it along here. Ah, yeah, there we go. Now we're talking. Yeah, so kind of a... Oh, I hate how it goes into the ground there. I can't have that. It does a lot for the... You know what? Let's just do... Just so I don't have to keep going. What am I gonna need? Yeah, let's just put the railway there for right now. That's fine. That way I can just get it quick. Alright, let's see. Where are you gonna start going in the ground? Because we can't have that. It's okay for now. Okay. Now we're looking alright. I gotta get it going up that way. Once we get it to there, then I'll, let's test it out. Alright. It works. Another one? Yeah, see, this is why I wanted the gun. I'm gonna be running through hostile territory here. Alright, here he comes. Yes. Be destroyed, buddy. Alright, Alright, so, yeah, there's our path. Let me just get this path going here. Oh yeah, I think we're making headway now. Just gotta be careful. I don't want it to go through the ground. I don't like how that looks. Alright. It would be cool if it made like a little bit of a bridge thing. Make sure we're not going through the ground. Alright, so give me a second. We are going to see if we can get this train up and running. When I come back, maybe we'll set it up at the other place. We'll see how that kind of goes. And then yeah, get it moving. Real quick. Yeah, I'll just bring everybody back. I'll bring everybody back once I get the train going here. All right, I believe it is done. So I did put, just for right now, I put a conveyor belt. I merged our plastic and rubber conveyor belting it over to the train station. We'll see how big the factory gets. Maybe we'll just use conveyor belts, or maybe that might be a cool thing to use trucks for. I'm not sure. But right now, again, all that's going to change anyway. So I'm just getting stuff over. I do have the power lines connected. So that way... Oh, I should have put my... I don't have it on me. I was blowing stuff up. Let's see. I probably don't need to blow anything up yet anymore. Yeah, you can zip line on those power lines. Let me get my rifle ready in case I need it, though. So like I said, I think this is kind of a cool area. It's kind of like almost sitting on the water on parts of it. We got the freighter stuff set up, and then it comes down here. I did have to build a bridge over here to get it across the deep water. But yeah, hopefully it's all working. The freight stuff is loading in. So now, what we should be able to do is we should now be able to build the engine and then go for a ride. So we want a locomotive. Yep, that goes that way. Okay. And then we'll want... let's do our cars first. We're gonna do 2 freight cars. I guess we could just do 1 for now. I can change this really easily. Whatever. Let's just do it. Oh, yeah, looks better. All right, man, you can really get a lot of... Looks like you can get a lot of stuff on there. Now, let me know. Do I need another engine here just because of the directional thing? I know it worked when I did that, but I don't know if that was like a key part of it, right? But either way, let's get that set up. Now, what we should be able to do is we should be able to drive this. Just drive it into that. So now I should be able to open my train menu, edit my timetable, and oh, which one am I at right now? Hold on. Norrköping. So let's do this one, then this one, and we'll save. And now we are operational. So I don't know if we're gonna get anything this time. Yeah, I suppose I should have docked it, and then we could have. All right, here we go. We'll do a couple train rides back and forth, maybe, to make sure everything's kind of up and working. Oh man, this is cool. I should have went in the other engine for the frontal view. Might have to knock down a couple trees. I didn't get to that yet. All right, we haven't derailed yet. Some of the like turns I had to do, like it said they were allowable, so. This thing zooms along pretty good. Ooh, that rock kind of annoys me. I might switch that around a little bit. Otherwise, it's not too shabby. I didn't like how I had to do that part. I had to like bring it around there because it was too steep to take it the other way. Actually pretty quick. Hitting the brakes already, I like it. Yeah, and then it should come just up here. And I did set this to unload. So I think it'll sit here. Hold on now, let's see. Operational train, so it would be like unloading right now, I'm guessing. Yep, there we go. That's cool how it does that, man. That's so cool. All right, so that one's working. We got our little, yeah, I gotta knock down a couple trees or that'll bug me. Man, this is cool. It works, it looks like it's working really well. Hopefully it's not boring for people, but I kind of want to do, I want to do one more trip back just to make sure that we picked stuff up and then we dropped it off. I guess this first one was kind of for the view. Yeah, I think I gotta switch that. That little rock part bothers me. I'll do that later. I wonder, train menu, does it show how much? Okay, so we're using, we're going about 120 kilometers per hour. That's pretty crazy. We're using 30-ish. So I wonder if we get some cargo, if that'll go up. Oh man. Alright, it's working so far. Dude, this is super cool. This game's so fun. I love that the game makes mechanics work. Yesterday in Forever Skies, I don't remember which order they'll all go up, but we did some piping in that. Oh, it's a nightmare compared to this game. All right, so we are docking. Very nice. Getting our materials. This would also be where we could get fluids if we do decide to go that route. If we want to send some fluids back home for whatever reason we might want them for. Okay, so that should be materials. Ooh, you know what I'm gonna do. Got it. All right, so we should be bringing some materials back. Now we'll get a little frontal view. This will be our last trip. This will be our last trip. A little frontal view of what's going on. Going this way. Oh man. Big fan so far. So now next episode, what I'm thinking is maybe we'll get our power plants up. If we can get our power plant up, then once the power plant gets up, we will start maybe beautifying the oil factory and actually setting it up how we want it to run. I think that might be kind of a cool plan. I do want to get that power plant up first, though, because we are kind of on the edge of our power, like with all these coal plants and everything, so... The other thing we can check is, so I do have this connected to the grid down there. So we'll see if I connect power up here to my grid up here, we'll see if the whole thing works. That's the ideal case. Oh, that did go on the ground there. I'm gonna have to change that. That's fine. Alright, so we should be unloading here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that right there. That looks like butt. Alright, so are we unloading, I hope? Oh, you know what? Okay, so I'm gonna have to do a double freight here. Yeah, so that's not gonna unload because this is fluid. Oh, yeah, okay. So it's gonna go pick up another load. Alright, so let's fix this then. So if we do take that out. I hope our train... Yeah, it looks like the train's still moving. So that's kind of cool that it'll keep going. Let's do another freight one then. I want that here. Yep, okay. And can I select, so this will be unload, and then let me fix this one. It's a learning experience. Okay, that should be up and running still. Yep, train's still moving. I wonder if the train will move if I cut that track. Okay, so let's do, let's see, how can I get that to my grid? Would be the easiest way. I guess it's not totally necessary, but I do want it. I don't think this is going to be long enough to connect, or is it? Oh, it is? Oh, it's so close. That sucks. It's so close. Alright, it's fine. No worries. We'll just put a power line here, I guess. Maybe I can finagle that somehow to make it look a little better. But that's okay. That doesn't look too bad. I want our train to come back. So we've got our outgoing. So we're going to unload. Wait, did I not switch that? Freight platform. I thought I switched that. I apparently selected the wrong one. Fluid. There we go. Rotate that. Okay. Alright, we're unloading. We've got possible fluid to unload if we need. Train station, yep. So here's how... Look at that. Our production is now 1175. We are consuming 570. So yeah, that is awesome. So both grids will connect via that train station, which is tremendous. I wouldn't have minded having to run power lines all the way over here, but I think this kind of eases up. It makes everything a little easier. Yeah, 1175. Oh, buddy. And that's just the two. We're gonna make a couple more. All right, where's my train? Train's got to be coming back here soon, and then we'll end the episode once it's unloaded. What we will have to do is we will have to set up some storage for this. So I'll probably run conveyor belts just up here. I'll probably run them along here. And then I'm gonna cut them through the glass over there. That's kind of the plan. You know what? I might actually run them on this side of it. Maybe run them under the pipe here. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do actually. Oh, the train's back. All right, let's take a look-see at this. The birds watching. Oh, yes. Looks like she's working. Hey. And there it is. Oh, it works. Dude, I'm so happy. All right, that was a ton of fun. Hopefully everybody likes the train station. We'll work on it a little bit more so that way those resources are coming right into our factory. But otherwise, I say big success. Yeah, let me know if there's anything else that I'm kind of forgetting about it. I think right now we'll just run one and we'll do it back and forth like this. I think that'll be fine for what we're producing. Eventually we'll expand it and we'll get those signals and whatnot. But yeah, so we got the rifle, we got the train up and running. We took a ride. I think that was a fun episode. Next episode we will make the power plant and hopefully start the actual oil factory. I think that'll be another fun episode, so coming back for that. Otherwise, check out the link for the Discord in the description. A lot of fun stuff going on over there. With all that being said, hopefully you enjoyed today's episode. Go out there and be a good person. It's not that hard, and I will see you on the next one.